Okay, let's roll right into our post-race for today's 31st annual Jeff Foxworthy's Grit Chips 300 NASCAR Nationwide Series race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Our third-place finisher, Brian Vickers. He drove the number $20 General Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Brian, congratulations on a strong showing out there. It was a great race. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, no, thanks. I just wanted to meet Jeff Foxworthy. I've always thought he was pretty funny. The guys did a good job. We got off to a slow start. We were really tight to begin with through the center. We just couldn't roll the car. We made the first adjustment. It was a little bit better, but not as good as it should have been. And then the second adjustment was really good. We just needed some track position. We finally worked our way up to the front. On that last restart, kind of took a run at it, but we were hitting the track a little bit all day, and I kind of had a limiter on the car. I could only go quite so hard, and then I would start bouncing off the track a little bit. But, at the end of the race, Kyle did a great job out there today, and both Kyles. And I thought we were probably as good as the 54, maybe not quite on a really hard run because of the splitter. I thought the 32 probably had one of the best cars today, especially at the end of the race. They rolled the center the best. I think if we'd have been in the lead, we probably could have kept it, but I don't think we had the car to drop to the bottom and take it. But either way, it was a good day for the Dollar General guys and the whole team. We just need another solid points day.
Thank you, Brian. And our race runner-up and also our top Sunoco Rookie of the Year candidate in the NASCAR Nationwide Series is Kyle Larson. He drives the number 32 Cottonelle Chevrolet for Turner Scott Motorsports. And Kyle, you certainly ran a great race and put on a terrific show there the last third of the race, tracking Kyle down and really did everything it looked like you could to try to get the win. Congratulations. Talk about your run out there today.
Yeah, today was a lot of fun. Yesterday we didn't practice very well at all. I think we were like 17th or worse the first practice, and then felt just as bad the second practice. But my team made a bunch of changes to make me better, and like I said, I still didn't feel like I was that great at it in practice, but I think the track came to us a little bit, and it moved up, and we got really good there at the midway point of the race, and kept inching our way forward, and there I got to third and ran Kyle and Kevin down both, and wasn't quite sure what to do when I got to them, so I just tucked in behind, and we caught that caution, and Kevin pitted, and we got to restart inside of Kyle, and I got loose inside of Kyle getting into three, and luckily you weren't close enough to me, so I could slide up to the top and get back going, and I tried a couple moves on Kyle to get around the bottom, and just was a little too tight off to get back to the throttle, and then the last lap I was pretty happy he went to the bottom to block a slide job or whatever, and because gave me one more shot to try and get some momentum to get around him, and he left me just enough room to squeeze the outside, and just missed it by a couple feet, but it was a lot of fun, and just got to thank my whole crew and Cottonelle and Nationwide Insurance for the great series.
And this equals Kyle's best National Series finish. Finished second in the truck race, I believe, last year at Phoenix in November. So congratulations again. Really, both of you guys put on a great performance out there today. We'll take questions now for either Brian or Kyle. If you have one, raise your hand. I think we do have one in the press box, so we'll start upstairs and come downstairs. Go ahead, press box questions, please.
Question for Kyle Larson, Wolfgang Monzer from Germany, Rennsport Press Agency. Kyle, you're driving for the same team like Nelson Piquet, and obviously you have a different background in motor racing like Nelson has with open wheel over in Europe. When you compare notes and setup, is there any common ground you can touch, or your setup to Piquet's car is totally different?
I wouldn't say it's totally different. I I really just drive the car, so I don't know much about setup. But when we both explain how our car's feeling, we both like yesterday in practice, we both kind of had the same input, and we were both really tight center off. So I think Nelson's really good, and he's really smart too when it comes to feeling the race car. So it's good to have good teammates like Nelson and Justin. Justin was really good today, and he's helped me out a bunch with going to these different tracks and stuff, and teaching me things that he's felt in the past, and kind of how the tracks change throughout the race, and so it's good to have good teammates at Turner Scott Motorsports.
All right, we'll come downstairs now. Question? I believe there was one right here, but this young man right here. Go ahead.
Matt Weaver, SBNation.com. Kyle, as a younger driver, as a rookie, do you consider that you're racing Kyle Busch? And if there was another driver in another series, would you be more aggressive?
I was pretty aggressive at the Battle at the Beach, so I didn't want to have anything like that happen again, and have more people having a bad look at me, because I don't race that way, and didn't want to move him or anything like that. I wanted to try and outrace him. I think I'd get a little bit more respect that way, and it definitely made for a better finish, I think.
Other questions right over here to Zach and then to Kenny.
Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. Kyle, how much coming into this race did you just think, let me just get a good finish under my belt after wrecks in 2 of the first 3 and a lackluster finish last week at Vegas?
Yeah, it's been a rough 3 weeks so far. Phoenix wasn't bad, but we didn't finish inside the top 10. So I was in the top. I think I was running 10th early in the race, and I was like, man, I'm happy here. I'd just like to finish, and missed a couple wrecks, and so I really just wanted to finish, and but then once I got to the front, I wanted to win. So but it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I just needed to finish, because we're kind of digging ourselves a hole here, especially after Vegas. So I need to just be consistent from here on out, and try and inch back up the point standings.
Let's go here to Kenny and then to Jenna.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Brian, were you close to any of the incidents out there, and how much more difficult is it to get around the track if you're stuck on the inside compared to being on the outside?
I was pretty close to a couple. One in particular, coming out of turn 4, a lap car came down on us, and he ended up spinning. And yeah, it's tough on the inside, but I think it makes for some good racing. I mean, the last 2 races here, the fall race, since they ground the top, and then this race, it obviously, the top has an advantage, but it makes you work for it, and that's not a bad thing. It's kind of like the bottom was in the old track, and it was a good race today. Hard to say that the fans didn't get a good showing. Kyle put on a great race at the finish. I thought we had a car for them, and once they kind of got away from us in some lap traffic, I knew to run them down, I was going to have to push the car too hard, so I was just kind of hoping they'd wreck each other. No, I'm just kidding.
Jenna, excuse me.
I have a question for both of you, Jennifer, AP. Brian, Bristol last year was a big race for you. How much are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Very much. I think that the last year at this track, it really did a lot for me personally. My confidence, but also for the team and just in general. It was great to run up front. It was great to lead laps and contend for a win. Today was a good, solid points day for us, and then tomorrow's all about going for a win.
And then, Kyle, you said, I really just drive the car. I don't know a lot about setups. It sounds a little Days of Thunder-ish. How long do you think you can get away with that before you have to learn about setups?
Not very long. I think I have pretty good feedback, but I don't have the confidence in myself to tell them what to change. And this is only the beginning of my second season in stock cars. So there's a lot more adjustments you can make on stock cars than you can sprint cars and stuff. So kind of have a decent understanding of the sprint cars, and I just got to get used to the stock cars. But those Cup guys, they're all really smart, and they're all so close. So I think it comes down to feedback and getting your car right. So I'm definitely gonna have to work on that this year.
Any more questions?
You. They're not that smart. No.
Any additional questions? Okay, well, we appreciate it.